Yeah, with Cuphead, where we're rocketing onto the post-game. So much fun. Oh my god, why is there so much screen tearing? Did it turn VSync back on me? VSync is to avoid screen tearing. I don't know why it's happening at all now. It'll fix itself, I'm sure. So we just completed the DLC and the main campaign. We are having such a good time with all of this. So that means we're now headed for all the S ranks, which means getting the requirements for an A+ rank on Expert. I have thus far got 1 S rank on the first mission in the game. So basically the shape the rest of this playthrough is going to take is first we're going to get all the S ranks, and I guess the P ranks, which is literally going to be me looking at this checklist and going, which of these looks the hardest? Let's start with that one, because I don't know if you've followed the channel for any time, you know I've got this little thing where I'm like, oh, easy thing and hard thing, let's do hard thing first so that the life gets easier the more we go life. And so in aid of making the life easier, I was thinking we start with the devil because that was fairly tough. The first time we did it took us 45 minutes or so. So on Expert, I would expect possibly 3 times that. Maybe it's going to take me like 2 hours 30 to get, well, to beat it, but then for an S rank, how about we stop stalling and figure it out, though? And I was giving it some thought about, do I want to get the base game S ranks with ill-gotten DLC equipment? And I was like, yes, I do! Because this heart ring is awesome. If I'm already going for 3 parries, it basically gives me a max health of 5 anyway, so it's basically better in every way than the twin heart, if you think about it like that, for going for S ranks. I will say I'm noticing a whole bunch of screen tearing all of a sudden, which is what VSync is meant to prevent, but I'm not turning that on ever again. And this is literally the first time I've ever noticed this game doing this. I'm pretty sure with the way that works, you won't notice any screen tearing on the recording, so that should be fine, and hopefully it'll stop when I get into the boss fight, or I won't notice it. You know what, I might just actually close the game and see if it stops. It shouldn't be happening, I've got like nothing else on. Wait, why does my GPU say it's 70% used? Oh, because I'm recording. Duh. I was like, video encode? What could possibly be encoding video right now? Alright, my screen's still tearing up a storm, but hopefully I just stopped noticing it during the boss fight. Okay, you know what? I don't know, this has never happened before, so I don't know why it's suddenly screen tearing all of a sudden, but let me just turn VSync on, and maybe it won't bug out horribly on me and turn everything to different frame rates that I can't see what's going on. Let's try Expert! I have the right guns on, right? The other thought behind doing this one now is that it was fairly recent, so I should have a little bit of it still in short-term memory. No, everything immediately turned to the wrong frame rate. Hang on, okay, let's turn that back off, please. Okay, cool, thanks. Awesome, never mind. Okay, I'm not noticing the screen tearing now that we're in the fight. Okay, so we should be all right. Okay, so it's not feeling too expert-y so far. Like, none of this feels like, oh, okay, I see. That demon comes in a lot more often from the side of the screen. So I can understand how that's a bit more expert-y than we're used to. Okay, this is these hoof things. Okay, is the timing a little different on them, or am I just a little quicker on the draw this time, perhaps? Okay, now there's this thing. I swear I got that parry, but it's fine. I'm not gonna like just spamming restart these first few times. I'm just gonna be mostly concerned with just trying to get back into the groove of this whole thing, because it's been a little bit, but I remember most of the moves. It's mostly okay, so this, I just have to get in the loop and then stay there and then continue to shoot you while it's going on. Probably could have swapped to the spread fire during all that and it would have been alright. Alright, so far, this expert version doesn't feel all that difficult. I guess it's just that you got more health and there's demons running on the ground more frequently. So maybe getting the time ranking will be kind of difficult. Oh, okay, I just gotta get a little speedier with my parry timings, but I did have the right idea there. Okay, phase 1 down on our first attempt. That's a really good sign. Cool. I'm already now taking too much damage for it to be fine, but let's just blast a super on in here, because I'm gonna have to use 6 points of super before the end anyway. Okay, for the axe thing, you just gotta get in the loop and then get out of the loop. Oh, sorry, I should be shooting this whole time. Yeah, bonk. Back up to 2 health now, but I think that's the most health I can get out of all this now. That was my 6th parry, if I'm not mistaken, unless that was only 3, and I still have a chance to get back to 3, if I get 3 more parries now. We're on to phase 3 already, okay. So the devil all of a sudden is... feels a lot easier, almost, even than when it was in regular. I guess I've just probably learned a whole bunch more, and maybe I'm a little less stressed out because I didn't just do King Dice like I did the last time we were here. And it looks like we're gonna have enough time to even get another full supercharged up here, which is pretty dope. Yeah, I should have just done something to get through that. Cool. I wish it kind of showed me like how many parries I got this time, because if that was 5, then I was close to another A+ anyway, I guess, or an A+. But actually, that went really shockingly well, considering everything. Granted, I don't know how much, if I'm taking too much time here, maybe I'm being just too dang slow with it. Yeah, the timing on that feels almost easier than it was for when I was on regular. Maybe I'm just going bonkers. I didn't pick regular by mistake, did I? Oh, okay, right, I thought I could, like, land on the head of the demon, but that doesn't make any sense, Admiral, so I don't know why you would think that. Hoo-yo, poof, okay. So, if we're getting the 3 parries required for an S rank, we're gonna get a minimum of 5 health anyway, but we could possibly, if we get as far as 6 parries, get even more than that in the long run, in total. Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm gonna lose time on this thing, because I'm not doing very much damage to it while it's like the head's dropping down, but, I mean, it doesn't take that long for it to do that and everything. So, just to let you into my, like, process here, I'm not even looking at the demons on the ground, I'm looking at the devil's face right now, so I know what attack is coming next. He says, failing to dodge the attack that came next. But, I'm just using, like, my peripheral vision to see where the demons come, because they come regularly enough that I can just basically, like, I know when they're coming, if I'm just, like, if I'm sort of counting it out, because it's a consistent amount of time each time. Okay, so we're moving on to phase 2. With 2 health, I've only got 2 parries, so the next parry will be up to 3 health again, and I've got a supercharge right off the bat, so I think I'll just fire it into these so I can start charging another one right away. That's a bomb coming out, and I wasn't on that side of the screen for it. Please don't blow up before I get a chance to... Okay, there. Cool, thanks. We're back on our shenanigans of trying to get as much of this going on to you as possible. Another bomb, fine. It's got me 4 parries, so 2 more, and I get up to 4 health, so I get another freebie hit, even while still getting an S rank. So it's cool. I'm glad it's about how much health you end up with and not how many hits you take, because that's, I like that a lot more, because then you can heal a lot to offset your mistakes, which is fun, so because the S rank isn't just no mistakes, the video game. It's like fun and a video game. All right, so I got to get some parries on the pink skulls here, because I'm not gonna perfect the rest of this almost certainly. There's our 4th health point. Okay, there we go, and there's the hit, my free hit that I can take. You're crying now, so okay, I'm not gonna get the S rank anymore, but I should still do this for practice. Now we're going to, is this final phase? Okay, so that was final phase actually, so that was not bad. And now, if I can probably hit you with a whole bunch of this, we might even get a knockout here. Okay, I see, it's hard to hit you with that unless your face is down. Cool, that's good knowledge, that was pretty good. I think that was fast enough, that was probably the time ranking. We got the parries for sure, definitely got the super meter ranking, so it was everything but the health there. And, I mean, I died. But do that, and I got hit like a bunch right at the end. So actually this is going to be a lot easier to S-rank than I imagined. It doesn't feel all that much harder than Expert at all. I think it's just that you got a bit more health in the demons. There are more demons running in from the side. So now I'll probably start doing a bit more retry stuff. I will say as the S-rank's journey goes on, probably there are going to be a bunch of them that, yeah. Okay, right. I pressed R1 to dodge for some reason. There are probably going to be a whole lot of them that I will just not be able to talk through. Like the amount of focus that will be required for it will be way too high. But at the moment, I've gotten pretty close on these first 2 attempts we've given it. So, first handful of attempts we've given it. So, I'm feeling all right here. And yeah, there is like a tiny bit of screen tearing. Again, I don't think you'll be able to see in the final recording, but it's not a bothersome amount, so I'd rather it than the V-Sync. Okay, I really shouldn't be taking a hit on for phase 1 at all. I'm bad at a lot of the spells, like the bubble spell and the fire spell, but like everything else I can dodge pretty reliably, so I shouldn't be taking hits at all in this phase 1, because I'm way more reliable at everything in here than I am in phases 2. Well, phase 2 I don't mind. Phase 3 and 4 I'm not skilled at all, because they go by so fast. I have so little time to practice them generally. Okay, this one I'm really truly awful at, but thankfully it sent the pink one at me last. It was very generous of it. Okay, I'm just gonna try and focus on starring and running away from this thing rather than trying to blast it with spread fire, even though I could be getting a bit more damage and going a bit faster with that if I did that. I know I said I wouldn't restart, but no, yeah, it's just dumb to take a hit on the head thing, because that's really easy to dodge if you're not trying to attack it at the same time, basically. Okay. Silly mistakes are being made, but just give me like 20 or 25 more silly mistake runs, and then we'll get the good run and we'll win. Yo! Okay. That was just a mistimed parry. Yeah, all the swirling fire, all like the magic spell summons, the swirling fire, the bubbles, and the fires that go in sequence one after the other. I'm pretty poor at all of them. Oh boy, okay, now I'm timing that all wrong. Pretty poor at all of them, but it's RNG how often they happen, right? So I could get a run where like only one of those goes down and it's all right. Oof. Okay, it was just I should have followed the wave along a little more. I just didn't want to run right into the demon's face, the little gremlin thing. But yeah, this is going to be difficult, but hardly like I need a perfect run. Just like I need to get a run where I like don't make a huge swath of mistakes all back to back. Just a basically good run. And I think the time ranking, if it's like how it was when we were playing on regular, is pretty generous. I mean, obviously it's taking us a little longer because it's got a bit more health on expert, I'm pretty sure. But you know how it would be. I can't tell if this happens just like a random number of times, or if it retracts after you've done enough a certain amount of damage to it, or maybe both. Like it either goes 8 times or until you hit it X amount of times, kind of thing. hit the thing in the middle, and then I'm gonna just try and play evasive for a moment, because I suck at avoiding this fire. Cool, that turned out well. Oh, it's not gone! Cool, is that an expert change, or is that always like that? Okay, we're doing big head mode, follow the wave, and then duck and get the gremlin, and then do that. Cool. Okay, this is a slow but okay otherwise phase 1 so far. Not our fastest, but I haven't been hit, so that's very good. That means I've only got 2 parries, though, possibly. And I'm going to blast one of these into you right away just to speed this along. And because we'll be getting more meter before long anyway. Yup. Oh, yep. Definitely going to get hit by that. But I'm going to get a health point right back here, so it's all cool. All cool. Dumping all of it into the eye right here. I hit the perfect, spot for that. And, yep. Okay, his phase change is imminent. No, I missed. Okay. Yoinks. So we're 2 away from another health point. And if I can get some parries on the tiers in the final phase, that would be so awesome, but also some of the skulls in this phase would be cool. I really gotta be doing more damage here, because I'm just gonna let that tank that one, because I don't feel like moving. Okay, yep, one more skull, a pink skull that I could parry would be awesome, thank you, that was the only one that showed up. Do I save the super for the final phase? Okay, well, I've lost my health thing now, but that's all right. No, I haven't, because there's one more I'm going to get here from parrying a tier, right? Ah, if I don't miss the tier like an idiot. Oh, man, these tiers are hard to parry. Okay, I shouldn't be probably banking on that, huh? But I would have got one more health if I had done that and then bounced off it and used the super. I think that's kind of the idea they're expecting you to do. Okay. Your parry does last a decent bit of time in the air, so I could probably preempt a tier and just mash X before I'm even at a tier, and then I might even land on one. Okay, which way are you coming from? Follow the wave along, duck because there's a gremlin coming here, do a bit of this. So it is basically once you've filled up 5 full cards, not counting parry. Oh, if you've done 1 parry, is it 1 or 2 parries? No, heart ring means you don't get mana from parries, that's right. So, we found that out, I'm pretty sure. So, when I get to 5 full cards, that's how I'll know that phase 1 is over. You have exactly enough health that it is 5 full cards if you're not getting mana from parries. So I know I'm 2/5 of the way through this first phase now, basically, because we've just charged a second card. Goat hands! Oh, I almost landed right on the gremlin there. Okay, now I'm second on the decent damage. Maybe the tornadoes thing would be good for you. Oh, right, I should be swapping the stars for this. I should just be firing stars into the air before you spawn in, I guess, that they target to you in a minute. No, it seems like they just, ignore you sometimes. Anyways, right, that slowed things down. So definitely, the RNG and which moves they choose to use will influence things a bit. This is about to phase change you. After you get 1 more of these. Oh, bugger. That was not very well handled, Admiral. And of course the fire has to stick around for a while. Oh, right, the skull can land on me. That was just poorly done altogether, but I want some practice on this next bit, so I won't restart it just yet. We're not technically over yet because I could get 1 more health point, but the odds of me doing all of this without getting hit are slim to none. Especially if I panic and stand still like that. Oh, another axe. Happy days. Oh, get out of the way of the chip, though. The hitbox on that, on these, flaming chips is odd, because, It's odd. Let's just say it's odd and leave it at that so I don't have to explain it any further. It's odd. I find it odd. Duck under the skulls. There's spirits coming from the top of the devil's face. Oh, and then doing the twirly on me, and I missed the skull to parry. Totally, give me that skull to parry. Ouch. Okay, cool. And then we're not far off the final phase, which I would love some practice on. So if we could just not kill me with skulls and stuff. I missed the jump. Might have slightly missed the jump. We did get to the last phase, though. Okay, that was a very messy phase 1. If I had gotten there without getting hit so much in phase 1, that would have almost certainly been a winning run, because I would have had so much health there. I performed very well in not getting hit through most of phases 2 and 3. Right up until the end, obviously, but yeah, interestingly, so far, I'm not feeling like many of the attacks here are, much more complex. So possibly they were the devil's attacks are complex enough, there's enough going on that will just make it so that he has more health, so you have to survive it longer, and that's the expert mode. It's that and the fact that in phase 1, more minions are running around. I think that's really the major changes for expert here. But yeah, I'm just gonna, okay, at this point on, reset if we take any damage in phase 1, because if I get to phase 2 with 5 health, we should be pretty good. Oh, that was the one where the fire's in the middle. I can never tell it apart between the one where 6 fires spawn in a swirly. If I focused a little more, maybe I could, but I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on everything else. Can you only hit it while it's splatting on the ground, maybe? Because it seems like my shots go through it while it's spawning. You see that? So maybe I should just have it on spread even for that as well, and just turn and face it once it splats on the ground. Okay, this is a pretty slow-going phase 1 so far, but if we might get good luck and it'll slow down, and we'll get more chances to hit it in the face before it moves on too far. And it'll be fine, and it'll be worth. I don't know what our good time ranking is on this, but I have heard that you get a more generous, margin for error on the time for some longer fights like this one. Like, it's maybe 2 minutes 30 seconds rather than just 2 minutes 10 or whatever it was. Hey, yo! Oof! And that's this phase done, right? You're gonna pull your skeleton out of your face now? Okay. Not our worst phase 1, not our best, but I will certainly have that. And instantly start with the laser so we can start charging another one. Bow! And I think we're at 2 parries. The next parry we get on this bomb right here is up to 5 health for us. Give me the 5. Oh my god, Admiral. That was really devastatingly bad as a mistake. The one time I get the bomb wrong today is the one where everything else is going so right. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. It's all just a process, hey? Ah, and of course I had to cut off the bomb. That was gonna be an easy parry. Wow, what a disaster. Anyway, I'll just keep it moving on because we were not technically over yet. We can get a bunch more health from parries, but oh, okay, maybe no, we are over. I miscounted where we were at. It's fine. I'll take the time to practice. Okay, those things I suck at a whole lot. The things where it comes out of the top of his head, and then they swirl down and start spinning about. Anyway, okay, so when it's spider thing, I dodge out of the way and then blast you a bit when you're on the ground. That's probably the most efficient way to do this, because the stars, like, don't hit you while you're falling, I guess. This isn't that much damage, but it's probably more than I was doing. It's just unfortunate when you do that attack anyway. In terms of, like, it just takes a long time before I can really properly hit you again. Okay, this is the 6 swirls, and I didn't realize I was going to do the pink one first. I should have just got to the side of the screen, is what I should have done, because obviously I didn't know which one it was going to do first. But alrighty, an S rank on the devil is suddenly seeming like way more doable than I thought it was a minute ago. I was like assuming it was going to take like 3 hours, and I feel like we're going to get it in like 40 minutes, like we did the boss the first time. Okay, is it maybe on expert? Is there a bit of randomness in how long the hooves take to show up on screen? Because that felt a lot longer than it did before. No, that was about the same. I'm just losing everything. It's fine. Just losing my marbles. But I'm feeling very confident about this, which I probably shouldn't be, but, you know, there it is. I'm feeling confident about it, so that's that. I really want to get, like, right beside you and blast everything into you as you are face planting when you're the spider thing. And hey, yup! Cool. Cool. Totally cool. Totally cool. Having a good time with this. Yeah, I mean, to be clear, though, Heart Bracelet makes this a billion times easier, because if I were doing this with just the 5 health max, and lower damage. Oh my god, that would be so horrible to try and get the time ranking. So, I'm aware that I'm using filthy DLC strats, but it's fun! The heart rate's fun! And it does nerf me somewhat, because it's, I'm not getting as much mana this way. So it's not the end of the world. Oh, I took a hit there, didn't I? Whatever! I'll carry it on since I haven't dropped below 3 just yet. Like I haven't screwed myself out of the 3 health. Just yet, we'll do a bit of this. You're giving me a bomb, an easy parry bomb. Cool, thank you. That was my second parry probably, and one more parry will be my 3rd one for the 4th health point. So this is still a potentially a live run, so give me that. Cool, cool, cool. Oh yeah, good angle I've got here. Don't put a chip above me, I'll be so upset. Okay, cool. Yep. Phase change. Phase 3 with 4 health still, and potentially a 5th more to come if I get a whole bunch of parries. That was dreadful. But it's fine. Oh, that was really bad, but I'll carry it on just in case I get a whole bunch of parries before the end of this, which is unlikely. I gather it's unlikely as I say it. So for the spinny things, you can blow them up as the thing. Okay. Okay. So if okay. Well, there goes my health point, but I'll try and just get some practice on the tiers. Okay. So I could get a health point. Not a more health point if I parry up. Yeah. Okay. I was just trying to like. It does go in in an order, right? It's like drop, drop, drop per side. It's not random. So if I time that, I can preempt one, jump for it, parry, get the health point, turn, and use the super to finish it off, I think. And that gets us our max super, gets us all our parries, gets us more health. I think that's the way. Okay. I'm feeling very confident. We've gotten close to the end with our rankings in good standing a whole bunch just before I died, got hit by everything right at the end. So, this is totally within the realm of possibility. Hard to say if I'm close to the required time or not, but it feels like it's going by fast enough. Like, it doesn't feel like it's actually going by all that much slower than regular mode did. A little slower for sure, but not by maybe 20 seconds. Oh, I so hit that parry. I knew which one it was and everything. Oh, I guess possibly we saw one time while we had invincibility from like a hit stun invincibility that your parry does have a hitbox like where Mugman's hand is. It's like in front of you. It's not that your entire body becomes the parry hitbox. So I guess if it's the one with the 4 fires and then the one in the middle, I shouldn't try to jump into the pink fire and parry, because then it'll appear in my like torso and burn me alive. I need to like jump at it from the side, possibly not even right as it spawns. Anyway, we're probably not as close as I feel like we are, but I don't think we're like hours and hours away. I think an S rank here is totally plausible, and depending on how quickly I get it, okay, I didn't realize that was what that one was. Depending on how quickly I get it, we might try like King Dice or someone in this mission too. That would be kind of fun to do King Dice in this one and just do like the inverse of what we did like 3 episodes ago when we first fought these bosses. But we're doing parry fires. I tried to parry the Kremlin for some reason. That wasn't even like an accident or like a slip of the mind. That was genuinely what I was intentionally trying to do. Okay, there's a pink parry right beside me here, so I can get it before it even... Oh, I was like, what hit me? It was the Gremlin who came from off screen. Because I was dashing and couldn't shoot whilst dashing. So that was just unfortunate that I picked to dodge that way when I could have picked any old way. But if we get a run where it doesn't do the attacks that I'm bad at, hey, it'll be fine. That's really why something like a speedrun is in some senses a truer test, like a pure test of skill, because you have to take whatever attacks the game gives you, because you can't really soak in the time of a reset. So that's why I'll never be good at speedruns, because I have to just retry until it gives me the attacks I'm good at. No, that's not true. I probably could learn these if I really wanted to. I don't feel like it, but I probably could. But I think if we just put a bit of grit toward this, it will turn out all right, and we'll pull through and things. Blang. Get out of that demon out of the way. Is it? Yeah, I think it is like about twice as often that the demons show up. Oh yo! The little ground running demons. But again, you can see them running in the background first, so it's not you don't have no warning before it shows up or anything like that. Yup. Okay, that went really uncharacteristically well for how well I usually do with that attack. We're getting close to the end of phase 1, as long as I don't get whacked by this silly spider thing. And I might be able to do a decent chunk of damage to it even while it's doing this attack, since I've gotten a bit of a better feel for that. And this'll be your phase change. Just about. Oh, one more goat hands thing. So I can get even a bit of extra damage on you here before you do your phase change, which is convenient because it's easier to do here, arguably. Right, a bit slow again for a phase 1, but 4 health, 2 parries, I think, and max mana. Hard to argue with. And do you always start with a bomb here, so it's a free first parry? I think it feels like maybe you do. So that's cool with me. Okay, no, that was just our second parry because I didn't get a 5th health point for it. Let's just line this up so that this is all hitting you as much as possible. That action almost just like landed on my head. Cool. Yep, okay. Phase change to phase 3. Oh, awesome. Next parry is another health point. This has the makings of a really good run. If I just don't screw anything up here. Oh, unless we're already over time, I don't have a strong sense of it. Oof, okay. Give me that extra health point and then lose it immediately. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Nothing to panic about, nothing to worry about. Everything's going fine so far. Situation nominal. I can attack those demon things whilst they are, okay, drip. Drip and bang! Okay, is that good? That could be totally a knockout. Yeah! How was that, huh? That was pretty solid. Those twirly demon things, you can wreck them while they're coming towards you. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, so the eyes, they drip in a pattern. So moment of truth, the time ranking, 151. Oh! I mean, that was like about as good as you can ask for on that mission. Holy! What a tight run that was. Whew! I'm all jittery and fuzzy and warm inside. Look at you and me. Look at what we just did. Golly, a perfect score. Woohoo! I'm all like on cloud 9 from that. That was so cool. Woo! This game is so fun. Oh, lol. It takes me to the title screen. Well, that took like comically less time than I was imagining. It took us like, what, 45 minutes to beat him the first time and 29 minutes to get the S rank after that. Who cares? I mean, granted, Heart Ring is dope as heck. Yeah, I wasn't noticing the screen tearing at all on the fight, but I'm noticing it a bit now, so it's fine. Cool, so King Dice next? King Dice next. I don't know if you are timed for the part where you're rolling the die. I have no idea. So I'll try to just like get real fast at it. Okay, ascending 1, 2, 3, so I need 3 for 3, 2. because I want to start with 2. Oh my god, it's put heart on 2 and 5, my favorite ones to do. So we're on expert here, and I'm going to go 2, 5, 8, which, as I mentioned in a previous episode, is the pattern I think is probably going to be the easiest for this fight. It's probably this the best way to do this before you stack up like that. And then I do this. No idea how different this is in expert either. So far, they haven't felt like horribly different on expert. Oh, it just goes a little faster. Oh, I did not think I was going to get hit by that. That's unfortunate, but I'm still going to get more health from parries and from the roulette table, so it's fine. Or if it's not a roulette table, whatever table it is, you know. Whatever gambly table it is. Okay, yes, this just goes a lot faster, so you have fewer chances to attack in a sense. Or, like, you can't attack quite as often. Okay, so time is going to be a tricky one for King Dice. Okay, I really have to dash through that. Oh, okay, right, but it's only 3.5 cards for your full health bar. I was thinking like, oh man, I still have to get as far as 5 cards. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to go 2 and 2. I'm just going to try and, basically 2 is the whole time, is the idea. Because 2, 5, 8 is the one I figured was the easiest, so I need to go 1 for 1, 3, 2. Cool. Alright, so I just gotta be a little more confident with these dice rolls, basically. We are going ascending, so 3 for 1, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, like that. Cool. Give me that health point, and 5 is the rabbit. This one should be fairly easy. If it's expert, it's gonna go in a little faster, I guess. But there are parries I can get in here too, so more health opportunities there. Can I hit you with? I guess this is the best way. And then, oh right, I don't have the smoke bomb. Shoot, so that's gonna be a little harder. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a little harder. That smoke bomb. Okay, yeah. Wait, you're hard with that smoke bomb. Okay, maybe. Tell you what, smoke bomb. Because solely for this part. If I'm going to be getting hearts from the roulette table, potentially another free 2, then it's fine. I think I probably won't be resetting over and over to get like a board where the hearts are where I want them, though. I'll probably just try and get good, effectively. Because if I'm going to get like at least 1 heart, that means I get a free mistake, which if I've got the smoke bomb, oh, I should just smoke bomb through these, right? Of course, this one is trivialized. I'd like a retry, please, actually. With Smoke Bomb, a lot of this becomes very, very easy, so I really just gotta tighten it up a little bit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, I'd like to retry. Oh, also that means I'll charge super fast in this way, because my parries will actually get me mana, which is nice. It's just about a knockout on you. Very close anyway. One more round of these will do it. Yeah, cool. 1 down. And we've got 4 health to spare, so if I don't horribly screw up the bunny rabbit, it'll be good. Bunny rabbit is going faster than before, so there's that something to bear in mind. All right, so 2 and 2, so I'm looking for 1 for 1, 3, 2. The die I don't think is going any faster. I think it's just how it was before. And now we're going descending, so 1, 3, 2. Well, I'll play it out. Which one is 4 again? Is it the cigar? If it's the cigar, I'm restarting. Oh, dominoes. Okay, dominoes aren't that bad. I'll handle it. What do you reckon? The conveyor belt's going a little faster on this now? Possibly. Maybe there'll be more of these. Sort of projectile things. These dodecahedron dice. Oh my god, I did not think that spikes would hit me from there. I thought because that was sort of in the background. Anyway, that was sort of dreadful altogether. But maybe we'll get another heart by accident before the end of this and it'll be fine. Yup. Okay, now this is going horribly. The dominoes are like deceptively hard. They're not really all that bad. Right, okay, we got a heart on 2. Happy about that. So 1, 3, 2. 2, 5, 8 is really the ideal pattern, but I might take some of the other fights if it's one that I think I might be able to handle. Like for some of them, it's like the monkey matching. That takes so long. There's no way we'll get the time ranking if we're doing that, right? So yup. So that one's definitely like a restart if you get this one. 2 and 5, we're getting crazy heart luck. I think maybe it is a thing though where 1, 3, 2. Sorry, I got mixed up because I was so excited trying to explain my thought process. I think it possibly is a thing where that these 30 for 1 things do mean the odds that a heart shows up there and stuff. Because I feel like some of them do have a higher chance to get hearted than others. Okay, none of mine have a heart this time. So if we take a single hit, we restart. Okay, 3, 2. Sorry, 3, 1, 2. It was a bit slow. If we are time for this bit, which I imagine we are, so that's unfortunate. But hey, it's all practice. A great plan and then some. I probably should have foreseen that this one was going to be a little harder than the devil. But the devil I way overestimated how difficult that was going to be to S rank. It appears. And this one, I mean, I knew this one would be difficult because you have to do several bosses, so you have to kind of get used to a whole bunch of things at once, and it's long. That is not the way I thought I was holding when I poofed. Oh, 2, 5, 8. They give me hearts on all my perfect ones. Now would be a bad time to mess this all up, Admiral. Okay, 3, 2, 2. I didn't say out loud what was correct, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I could take a good 3 hits here because we're getting a free 1 on every one I'm trying to hit. Unless I screw up the dice, of course. Anyway, I should have expected this to be harder, but I didn't. Or I was kind of unsure. I thought there was a chance it would be harder, but I didn't know. The devil was a lot easier than my estimation, though, so there is that to account for also. Oh yeah, smoke bomb, though. Smoke bomb is definitely the way for these chips. I never wanted... That alcohol one seemed like it was going to be crazy difficult, though, so... I'm just trying to, like, skip it every single time. There were a lot of the mini-bosses in here, actually, where I was like, damn, that's, like, dramatically harder than the other ones. I mean, granted, this one is, of course, a lot easier if you're doing smoke bombs. Yeah, I mean, I think the attack's also, like, moving faster than it did on regular. The attack of these chips in particular. But even still, like, the liquor and the cigar, I find, like, way more challenging than those chips. The smoke bomb or nay. Anyway, okay, 2 and then 2 for rabbit. Okay, so, 3, 1, 2. And now we are... What's next, boyo? 1, 3, 2. Ooh, that was really close to not working. Okay. So we can make 2 mistakes here, but with a smoke bomb it should be even easier. I'm just staying on basically on the card. Well, if it's the suits, I get on the card. If it's this one, I just poof out of the way when it happens there. I should be swapping the stars for that. Get over here and parry this. Okay. Oh, I didn't think it would be like that. Okay, this is a bad time to do this because I'm going to have to poof right after, but it's fine. Okay. And... Oh, pff, okay, that was really poorly done, but I didn't die anyway. Ah, okay, I wasn't ready for this. Okay, yeah, this goes a lot faster on Expert, is the thing. Heal. Okay, give me that. Wow, that was really poorly done, but we're alive still. I think the time ranking is going to be the thing that kills me here. Ah, just almost got to the pink one. Would you just go down already? Crikey. Okay, the rabbit on Expert is like a million times harder than rabbit on, regular. Hey, at least we've got our super almost charged. Oh my god, why do you have so much health? I feel like I'm losing my mind here. I guess I've just been missing a whole lot more than I keep thinking. Oh, I poofed into the skull. Okay, wow, this is dreadfully bad, but at least it's good practice. Maybe stars is just the way for you, because it's a lot easier to dodge if I'm just staying put. Okay, that was really, really bad. I got hit like 4 times! I'll just play it out anyway until I get a sense of the time, because... maybe I'm fretting a lot about the time. So let's just try and survive this and see if the time is not as bad as I was worrying about. Okay, sorry. We're going descending. So 1, 3, 2. Oh, did it get faster? There's a non-zero chance it got faster. Well, I'm definitely gonna die now, so forget it. This is no longer helpful as a means of determining if the time ranking was gonna be fine. Right, well that really fell apart as soon as I got to the rabbit. Maybe I need to change my thought process and dominoes are easier. Not sure. Maybe it's like dominoes plus stars, and then don't get close to them, just focus on evading. It's all about how much time everything takes, I suppose. Because if you think about it, it's like, on a normal boss fight, they've got a few phases, but 1 health bar. So even if you're doing a slow attack, you're always chipping away at it. Whereas here, because it's like a handful of small fights that add up to something very long, being slower is like exponentially worse the longer the fight is. Well, not exponentially, linearly worse. So let's go get the heart on 5, shall we? As long as there's a heart on one of the things I'm trying to... Sorry. I can't talk and count that out at the same time. As long as there's a heart on one of the things one of the fights I'm trying to do, I'll keep the run. How about that? So this is fine with me. Alrighty, but I gotta get a bit better at that rabbit thing. I'm thinking maybe the rabbit, we just play it fully safe and stand on the card the whole time and lay into it with stars. Probably more damage than trying to hop and do the spread and all that kind of awkward stuff. Cool. I'm having a good time with this, though. I do not remember pressing that twice for a parry. Oh my god, sorry. Lost focus on what I was doing because of the parry messing me up there. Okay, 1 on 5 and 8. Happy about that. Oof. Sorry. The right side of my nose is so itchy today for some reason. Alright. Ooh, I poofed way too close to the sun there. Alright, I'm gonna hush up a little bit here. So it can just kind of cut ahead. Because there's a lot of like repetition and getting this right I really gotta do back to back. Because being it's a boss rush. Yeah, the time is the thing I'm really stressed out about here. Because I think we didn't even make the good time ranking when we did this the first time, did we? I'm pretty sure it's all your times for each boss cumulatively. So certainly if you're doing more bosses than necessary, you're not going to get the time ranking. I think our hits are going to come from Rabbit and King Dice. Those are acceptable times to get hit. Sorry, I swapped my weapon like 3 times there. None of them at the right time. Rabbit and King Dice are acceptable places to get hit, is how I feel about it. Because King Dice only has like 1 move, right? It's all the cards. And that's like not hard once you got the hang of it. Damn it. What's 4 again? It's the jockey. Oh no, dominoes. Okay, let's see how this goes of just doing stars, shall we? Because they can never not be hit by this, and it's easy enough for me to avoid the spikes if I'm not going for them, I guess. Yeah, it's just gonna take too long is the thing. There's no way we're getting the time ranking with the speed as I'm having it here. Maybe now's not a bad time to do one of these for that reason. Oof, that was almost really unfortunate. I can't believe this isn't over yet. After I blasted that super engine and everything. Okay, the stars take way longer on this than I would have imagined. Okay, so yeah, really I should, yeah. If you're doing this one, you gotta be going up in their face with the spread fire. God, why do you have so much health? What the hell? I guess maybe you have enough health for 2 of you. Again, I'll play it out just to get a sense for time-wise, if that was alright. I might die anyway. So now I want a 3. To get to safe, and then a 2 for the 8-ball. 8-ball should be a lot easier, though, even on expert, I would imagine. Alright, first time doing 8-ball on expert. Mostly you can hang out right below it. It's because attacks come from the side of the screen, right? Oh, okay, no, and then it's got the one psychedelic beam it shoots you. That's right. I forgot about that. But for doing damage, you want to mostly hang out, like, underneath it until this is happening. But then there's a lot of downtime where you can just hang out in the middle is the thing of this one. So... that's why I find this one, like, not that bad at all. It's just like this just pay attention to where the boxes are bouncing, and then if it's being all colorful, it targets you, so it's not tricky at all. You just move from where you were a second ago, basically. That one's real easy once you've know what you're doing. And now it's on to King Diche. So it's first get to say, so it's 2 and then 2 or 3. 2 and then not 1. Ooh. Definitely not getting an S rank because of the health, but... Oh, I can't believe I got the only one that I was trying to hit it, like, jump when the 1 was there so that I would guarantee I would get a 2 or a 3. Don't know how I messed that up. Anyway, I just want to have a sense of the time of this, because I'm imagining it's something like you can go as far as 2 minutes 30 or 3 minutes or something like that. Maybe it makes sense to just restart until we've got a heart on 2 of the ones we like. Just so I've got some room for error and I can gamble a bit of health to do things faster. And when I keep doing that where, like, I jump and it doesn't jump, but then I jump and it jumps and parries at the same time. It's like it's storing one of my inputs for some reason. It's like I've never seen that happen before, and all of a sudden it's happening right at the beginning of this fight, and then like never again. I don't feel like I'm pressing it twice when it does the parry there. Anyway, focus, Admiral. It's a totally harmless, unusual occurrence if it is a bug. It might be though that if I'm playing it safe with these star strats, we'll be too slow regardless. I think I need to get better at these dice seems though. Skulls are the easiest one for me to dodge here. Of course, these give me more mana to do this. That this doesn't take as long. So there's that to consider as well. Ooh, I wasn't ready for this. Ah, I was just so close to hitting that right. Until I did. Okay, yeah, so this is where most of our time loss is going to be on this run for sure, because 8-ball goes by a lot faster, and King Dice won't be that long, I imagine. But you're almost gone, right? I've done nearly like 5 cards of your health, I feel like. Okay, and I'm getting better at that, and I've almost got another whole supercharged. I'm not going to use it on you, though, right? Because you're surely almost gone. Poof! Holy crap, I can't believe I got that. After taking so long. Maybe I should just finish it off with this. This is taking so damn long. Oh, it was literally like 1 hit more. Okay, that was a waste. Alas. I thought we couldn't have been far. So don't use a second super on that. That's ridiculous. Good to know. You just have a lot of health, I guess. Cool. Yeah, I'm too slow at that, I think, to get a good ranking on this, but again, I'll play it out. Oh no, was it like 4 minutes for this one? We got like 4 minutes 10 and it still gave us gold? I don't remember now. Regardless, they're definitely gonna be like not horrible to us about it, right? This game isn't horrible. Ah! Why would I get hit on this phase of all phases? Well, just gotta do King Dice without getting hit. Everyone can do that. It is easy. So why would I worry? Okay, and maybe just dump a super here, and then make sure to do this. Oh, I can't poof after the super, because I already poofed in that jump, right? I forgot that it worked like that. Other than that, though, hey, that went pretty well, right? Okay. Okay, I should be probably using stars for that, because I was trying to, like, jump and then aim it at him and stuff, and that was unwise. I did not realize the super only did that much damage to you, though. You got a lot more health than I figured. Okay, that's concerning. Maybe I should have a super... Well, I did sort of have a supercharge right at the beginning of this. Ooh, okay, I don't know. Time is going to be the tricky thing, though. Okay, wow, I did not realize I didn't think I was gonna screw him up that bad. Okay, right, sorry, we're not doing that yet. Okay, oh, the hearts are in the perfect place. Why can't I read this die? No, that's not right, Admiral. Like I said, I'm gonna retry till I get at least two hearts in the right spot. I can't believe they gave me the perfect one there, and I was just still reeling from the king dice loss, so I didn't get it right. This is definitely one I'm gonna have to shush for. I can't tell if I'm overstressing or understressing about the time is the thing. So we'll know when I get to the end, basically. Because it's hard to gauge, like, what is being timed here, like, what portions of each boss fight and everything. Because I think there are some things where, like, the game does not time you during certain phase changes and stuff in other bosses, so it might be, like, a little weird how it's timed here. But I feel like the time was either going to be, like, a huge stressor, like I'm really going to be coming into the wire every time because each boss fight I have some mistakes on, or it's going to be like I'm way overstressing and they're really generous about the time they give you. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to tank the time loss on it, but mostly just go for supers and then smoke bomb through this to avoid it. And then get this, of course, so you can charge supers faster. But don't use a second super, because by the time you have a second super, almost certainly it's already gone. And then just focus on this pattern for a bit. Mind it is a bit random in terms of what attack it chooses to do, whether or not I'll have a supercharge because of how many pink hearts I will have parried, but, you know, don't stress about it, don't stress about it. Last time, the second I got the supercharge, it meant I was super close, so I should just not worry about that aspect of it. But it does feel like this one's going to be a huge time loss on us, hey? How is it not over? Oh, over here, huh? Yep, well, that's that. Okay. Okay, now it feels like I should have used the second super. Okay, so never mind. I take that back. Do use the second super, apparently. Because that took, like, an extra 30 seconds after I got the supercharge this time. So it was just about the way the chips fell, so to speak. Okay, that was dreadful. Yeah, do for sure use the second super right away. Okay, so this one I can fast forward the 8-ball a little. If I can even hit you with the super. Yeah, I can, surely. I gotta get right underneath you so every single bit of the spread fire hits here. I was like 60% chance that green one hits me there, but I'm just gonna sit here and hope it doesn't. Knockout! Sure. Yeah, time. Not feeling confident. But another super is just about charged for king dice here. So using that one on 8-ball didn't feel bad.
Pathetic.
This one, I wasn't expecting this, but this one's way more focus intensive than the devil. I was expecting the devil to be more focus intensive because most of the attacks are more difficult, but because this one's longer, I need to focus on not making mistakes for longer, which is surprisingly to me the harder of the two predicaments. Although I guess that does sort of make sense with my experience with myself. I usually find a shorter challenge that is harder easier than a longer challenge that is easy, if that makes sense. Doing something difficult really difficult for a short period of time, I can usually handle. Doing something mildly annoying or difficult for a very long time, I'm bad with. Endurance is, in a sense, not my forte, which is odd because persistence is one of my virtues, in a sense, you could argue, when it comes to, like, difficult challenges in gaming. Perhaps not in other walks of life, but anyway, we don't need to get into that, do we? Okay, so use supers as soon as you got them here. Oh, okay, I keep thinking that I parry the attack, so I don't need to dodge anything anymore, right? But that's not at all how that one works, because the rest of them keep going and don't despawn until they hit the other side of the field, whether it's the top or bottom, so it ain't that simple. But see, this time it does not feel like I'm going to get a supercharged before this is over. Yeah, you know what? It is basically about how many of these happen, the suit thing. So I guess that's the concern I'm dealing with here. Okay, I'll use this one here, though. That feels like an appropriate time to do so. What would really be awesome right now is one of those, like, long-range guns, like a sniper. Ooh, shot! Okay, I realized too late that I did the same thing there. I had to poof away. But alas. Okay, never mind, that second super was totally the right thing. Yeah, that feels like it's taking long because I'm using the stars. So if I had... Let's see, what else am I using the stars for? It's just the chips, right? So maybe if I swap the stars out for the sniper or something, or the pea shooter. If we find we're taking too long here. Yeah, I knew that would happen. I don't know why I stood there. I was like, it's gonna move up and right at the same time. I can't stand here. Again, I'll just play it out in case we get a sense of how we do for time this way. Actually, maybe as soon as you have a supercharge on this one, you should also do it. Because it's easy to avoid, but it's faster to use the super. So if I'm so concerned about time, yeah. This is the first time I've died to this, isn't it? Full scratch and choke, are you trying to hustle me? Also, I said it was a magic 8-ball, which I guess sort of, but it's a billiards ball, really. This gambling is the whole motif of this thing. Well, you know, vices and gambling. But yeah, I don't feel too bad re-rolling to get a 2 hearts on the ones we want, because I think they're aware. I mean, it kind of fits with the whole like gambling aesthetic of this fight, and I think they're aware that it's a possibility because I mean, they programmed it to do this every time you hit retry. They could have made it so that if you hit retry, it stays the same, so you have to, like, go as far as dying to make it really tedious to do this, to dissuade you, but they didn't. So, I assume they're okay with this strat, the developers, that is. But even if they weren't, I'm doing it anyway. Because they have to patch the game right now to stop me. So it's starting to almost feel like the strat is just launch supers as soon as you get them, because since I've got the smoke bomb and not the heart bracelet, I'm gonna get supers way more often. And it seems like we're gonna need them for the time ranking. Alright, this is super funny and all, but like, can I have hearts, please? I tell you, it'll be such a relief to have these 2 fights off my shoulders, though, because I was, like, dreading the S rank on these a little bit, if I'm honest. The entire time, ever since I learned about the S rank, I was like, oh man, the S rank on the last boss is gonna be hard, isn't it? But the last boss one was way, way easier than expected. No, that was bad to do, Admiral. I wish you didn't. I just jumped and looked at it and right in the face. That was nice and fast. Good stuff, Admiral. Good stuff. Keep that pace. Don't mess it up. Don't get hit by King Dice. Don't get hit by the 8-ball. Again, I'll carry it out even if we do get hit, but just because I still don't have a sense of how if I'm doing this right for time-wise. But oof! Oh my god, that one jumped so far. And for what, I ask? Oof. This is a bad thing to do because the green one's going to be jumping right at me by the time this is over. Okay, that was a little messy, but it's fine. Cool. Could have been worse. Wow. Almost certainly going to take a hit or 2 on King Dice, but I'll still just play it out. If I even survive.
This match will get red hot. Now go!
Okay. And then I'm gonna finish the next with a super. Oh, maybe I'll just do a super right now. I used my parry too early there, but other than that, that was actually pretty decent. Like, I mashed the parry as soon as I came out of the super, which was totally wrong. Yeah, once you're in the flow of this one, the pattern isn't hard to make at all. It's just that starting out of the flow is bad. Oh, I can't. I didn't expect to get hit by the first one. I was just about to clear it. my focus was on the 3rd card, and so I just like yeeted forward trying to reach it, just bulked my face on the first one. It didn't matter because I was low on health anyway, but I just want to know if I'm at the right time, damn it. So we've learned that dominoes, I can handle dominoes being the second one okay-ish. It probably, maybe even faster than the rabbit? I don't know. Hard to say, huh? Dominoes was the original plan, going 2-4-8. I think, at some point. I'm pretty sure 6 is horse racing though, right? We don't want that. I suck at that one. Although it might be faster, the fastest of the 3, really. Right, that's because I'm remembering the regular version. I haven't tried the expert version yet. It's probably, like the other ones, takes way longer. Am I going for dominoes? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Helps to roll the right number. We'll try rabbit anyway. A real high-class bout, you say? I'm not confident I agree, actually, this time. Oh, I almost used my super bonus take. Oh, there we go. Wait, that was the worst time I could have chosen. No, it's fine. Oof. I almost hit the super button. I did hit the super button while I was dodging, and it almost was horrible for me because I would have just done like the crap, the shield that this thing has, which would be of no help here. It still feels like it takes too long. I should swap to the sniper as my main weapon before I get too used to the stars, I guess, because it just will be better for a lot of this. Ah, damn. I got caught up in thinking about that, because then I was like, wait a minute, I can't use the sniper for King Dice. So yeah, I should keep the stars around, but then I'm not replacing the spread fire, am I? I don't know. I mean, stars and spread fire have never done me wrong so far. I think I'm just gonna keep with them until I'm like certain that it's the worst way to do this. If it's a suboptimal way to do this, I'll handle it, you know what I mean? Just to take the benefit of my familiarity with them. I mean, it's almost certainly not the most optimal way, because that would be outrageous if I just happened upon the best strategy in the game the first time trying to get the S rank. That's improbable, but I'm gonna have to make a choice between Rabbit and Dominoes at some point. Because that's I think my most confused point of the run. I don't lose very much time to attack at all when I poof through here. I lose like 2 stars I would have shot. Well, I keep doing that because I think I'm going to end up on the platform and not therefore fall into the suits. It's a silly way to lose health because all I have to do is not move that far to the right after parrying. Like I don't have to avoid anything, I just have to not do what I did. As soon as I've got the parry, it means I'm standing in a safe spot, basically. Oh, I did really screw that. That's unbelievable. I had all the time in the world to get that right.
A great slam and then stop. And begin.
I'm cool taking like a hit on the first 3. And it's because then I still have, if the way we're doing it, an extra hit for King Dice, but taking 2 hits on one of the 2, 5, or 8 bosses, or 4, and whatever as the case may be, ain't it? If you ask me, the way we've got this going, I can do it without doing it fairly easily. Like I'm now at the point where it's no longer strenuous really to do this without getting hit, so I should just be putting the focus and time and effort into making that happen. Each time I thought I died somehow there. My right eye's twitching a bit. It's making it hard to read the die. But the flow chart, so to speak, for this fight is real easy if you're, at this point anyway, for us, I think. If we're just focusing and not doing silly things like moving right after doing that one. Moving at all, really, after parrying the heart. Doesn't seem to be the way to go here. Almost messed that up again in the exact same way as I did last time I did. I don't think it's my imagination though. This one definitely has more health than some of the other ones we've done in this like gauntlet. It's certainly got more health than the chips. Like I'm almost positive of that. Because we charged another whole super with only 2 parries, which means 3. Anyway, it's more health. I'm fairly confident. Alright, come on, Admiral. This is the makings of a really good run. Aside possibly from time. We are about to find out.
Red hot. You're up.
The different colored boxes, I'm pretty sure, jump different distances, so that's something to bear in mind. This is bad for me! Okay, I just had to smoke bomb out of the way of that because I was scared about the green block coming my way. Cool, didn't take a hit there. Little slower than I probably ought to have been. I wasn't getting the max, like, spread all onto him at once there. Every time I was hitting them with it. But, on a King Dice.
This match will get red hot. Here goes.
Cool. Okay, this is a bit awkward. It is gonna hit you though. Okay. I love the marching sound effect on this, it's so cool. Not the time to focus on the sound effects, Admiral, but it's so cool! This game is so cool and good! It's gotta be almost over, right? And that's another one. Okay, yeah, I almost was about to use the super anyway. Okay. Time, how are we thinking? Was that any good? I don't know, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like it was so slow, hey? Oh my god, it does not feel like it was fast enough. Golden time! Hey, okay, so that's basically a guaranteed win, and we had 4 health and everything. Boom! Bam! Sweet, okay, yeah. Oof. Great, I'm wondering if it was going to be like that, where it was like, I just need to get there once, and then it'll actually, we'll have been way under time. It feels like I took longer the time we actually completed on regular, didn't I? Nice, well, hey, in one episode taking out both the Devil and King Dice's S rank, I did not anticipate that in my wildest dreams. If I'm being perfectly honest, the way I saw this going was, I tried the Devil for 3 hours and go, yeah, we can't do this yet, I need to be better at the game. Let's go try an easier one. And then I have to like dejectedly leave in shame. So the fact that we got both of them in only an hour and 20 minutes is truly joyous for me. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense though, because the Devil, I mean, in the actual, when we did them the first time, King Dice took me 55 minutes or something like that, and the Devil 45, something like that, around those lines. So I should have probably anticipated that the King Dice's S rank would take me longer. So if I got, by the 29th minute of this video's recording, I got the Devil, and it's now an hour and 20 minutes in, so let's just round Devil up to a half hour, because it's easier. That would mean that the King Dice's S rank took me 50 minutes, so that's way, way, way better than I was expecting. I'm chuffed to bits with that. So that was such a heck of a good time! I'm so hyped for the rest of these S ranks now. The only question is, which one do we do next? And we'll be figuring it out next time on Cuphead, because that's all the time we have for now, my friends, so that was totally awesome, but alas, every good thing must come to an end, and so too must this episode. The next week on the channel is going to be some more Persona 3 Portable. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! Going to the shrine to pray for my bond with Maya. I don't imagine you can get up a rank that way, because you need to be talking to them to have a little scene happen, right? So it's probably, that's just like to, if you're concerned that the next time you speak to them won't put you over the